What a wacky little title for a kind of wacky movie.
What a wacky movie.
Kind of wacky.
Welcome back to Hit or Miss Hallmark Movie Reviews.
We are back with another new year, new movie premiere.
Today we are reviewing Betty's Bad Luck in Love, starring Laci J. Mailey and Marco Grazzini. We've seen him before in Hearts in the Game, and Laci is from Chesapeake Shores.
Yeah, we don't watch that, but that's what she's best known from. The writer here is Cameron Johan. He's known as a producer mainly for quite a few Hallmark movies like Love's Greek to Me, A Paris Proposal, and Groundswell with the other Laci.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The director here is Linda Lisa Hayter.
Haters gonna hate.
Oof.
Other directing credits include Signed, Sealed, and Delivered, The Vows We Have Made, 5 More Minutes, and Christmas and Evergreen, Bells Are Ringing.
Nice.
So, what's this one about?
Cursed from childhood to fail at romance, Betty's relationships have always ended in a disaster. But when she meets Alex, she's tempted to try once more. Can true love prevail over a curse?
A curse? For Kirstie Alley? Kirsten Dunst?
Kirsten, oh, so many curses.
I never take it off.
Yeah.
Well, curses do seem to be the trend lately.
Yeah, we just finished watching The Curse.
Curse you.
The Nathan Fielder, Benny Safdie, and Emma Stone.
Yeah,
it was
good.
excellent. Excellent. But this one is quite different than that. So what did we think?
What did we think?
You know, I love seeing Marco Grazzini in Hallmark movies. He's not only, you know, a feast for the eyes, but I think we mentioned this before, but he's got this like Tyler Hines, laid back kind of swagger. So I was excited to see him again.
I don't think there's anything laid back about him in this movie.
No, in this movie, he's like adventurous, but he's more laid back compared to her, I would say, because she's a spaz.
Yeah.
Anyway, but this was just too silly for me. I think I tried to let go, just go for the ride, whatever. But I found myself like rolling my eyes quite a bit through this one.
Yeah, I thought it was fun for the most part, but I do share that sentiment. Yeah, like the very first thing I wrote in my notes was, lead is instantly annoying.
Definitely.
She won me over a little bit more, but that was my first thought.
I agree with you. You know, for a grown woman to genuinely believe that a curse from like high school ruined her life, I mean, it was just a bit much. I don't know.
It was a lot much, and they played into it a lot. Like even as far as trying to hunt down the girl that cursed her and getting snake oiled for $150 from some random occult shop lady. Like, but I even had more questions. It's like, was there any proof of this curse? Like, did we have like a string of dead ex-boyfriends, or did anything happen to them other than the one guy that tripped at a wedding, or is she just like completely neurotic and her friends were not helping her?
Yeah, what did happen to the guys? Did they actually die? Because then if they didn't, then she should have clued in that, oh, maybe
not even died.
This isn't real.
The only thing they mentioned was like, oh, her ex-boyfriend tripped into the DJ booth at the friggin' wedding. Like, wow.
It was just silly. It was silly. I get that Laci's character was this kind of anxious, paranoid worrywart, and she kind of reminded me of Ben Stiller in Along Came Polly, because he was the actuary, and she's an actuary. Or even more so, I don't know if you remember Aunt Josephine from Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events.
Oh, no.
Played by Meryl Streep. I mean, can't all be Meryl Streep, I understand that. But you know what, it takes a lot to not make a character like that annoying. It's hard.
No, I mean, she was written pretty annoying.
Unfortunately, that's all I felt of her in this movie. Just annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I did like that her job was a cost risk analyst, and you know, it seemed fitting. And most of the dialogue between the leads was decent. They were just both kind of annoying, like two very far extremes with giant eye rolls on both sides.
Yeah. I agree. Also, I think this would have scored higher for me if it ended maybe about 10 or 15 minutes earlier. It's like we got 3 separate endings here. It felt like they didn't know how to wrap it up. You know what I mean?
Wrap it up. Yeah, it definitely dragged at the end.
I will say I appreciate that these two outwardly showed that they liked each other. That's refreshing. You know, they didn't try and hide or act like teenagers who are like embarrassed to admit that they want to date someone like we've seen a million times.
Yeah,
so I like that.
It was good. She even mentioned like early on, she's like, oh, I met the perfect guy, and now I gotta scare him away or whatever.
Yeah, it also looked at times like we were watching, like I think you said, it was like watching an episode of Law and Order SVU. The whole fire scene was unexpected.
Yeah, it was different.
Different, and also him going to the hospital. I just don't really recall Hallmark showing any of that kind of nitty-gritty stuff before in a movie.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I mean, it was definitely weird, but I applaud them for trying. It felt a little different.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it.
Anyway, you know, this begins as an enjoyable note. It just takes somewhat of an inconsistent tone. You know, it starts to go all over the place for me anyway.
Yeah.
It does feature some characters who are eccentric. I appreciate that, but not always in an entertaining way, more annoying way. Nonetheless, I came from Marco Grazzini's charm, and he delivered. So, it could have been less enjoyable.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely wasn't a huge flop,
No,
but it did leave me wanting less,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, why don't we get to performances?
I think it comes as no surprise, but my standout here is Marco Grazzini. He's charming, he's natural on screen, he's cool, he's laid back. I thought he had great chemistry with Laci's character. I wholeheartedly disliked Betty in this. She was spastic. She was too annoying for me. I get that's what the story called for, but as I mentioned, there's a funnier and more endearing way to portray that. Again, Ben Stiller, Meryl Streep, I know.
Oh,
but
yeah, I suppose.
there's a better
Everyone there.
way to portray that character.
I did also like Marco Grazzini, but I feel like this was like an easy wallpaper acting job for him. Just like put on a smile, run around like a jock, and deliver some nature boyisms and whatever. And also, although I hated her character, I think Laci J. Mailey had a lot more work to do, and she delivered that, whatever it was. So she
did have like a more demanding role in this, the character. Yeah, I agree with that.
They had to put it on.
Yeah. Why don't we get to Nit Picky, Hit Picky?
Sure.
Yeah.
Nit, are you supposed to put the wedding ring on over the glove?
That
like she
looked
was at the end? It
strange.
looked really weird. I was like, I don't think that's how you do it.
No, I think I mentioned to you that I think it was just for show, because you don't want to like stand there taking off the glove and then putting.
But don't you then just take the glove off?
No,
and
I don't
put it on
know.
your finger. It's like
I
the
didn't
one
know.
thing you
It
gotta
did
do.
look strange. Even the fact that she just had gloves.
I'm not sure though. Like, do they actually? I mean, the gloves are baggy, so the ring went on over it. It was just like, oh.
It was just awkward.
It was.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, Hit, Mustache Man.
Oh, he was funny.
He was delightfully
Nelson,
awkward.
what was it? What was his name? He was funny.
Nelson Felix.
Oh my God. A nice little comic relief there.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Let's dust off the kiss counter because we got some switch swapping, spit swapping.
It's been a minute.
Spit swapping?
I haven't seen this in a while.
No, I mean, none have really registered higher than 2 or 3. So,
How many here?
Why don't we give a count?
Okay.
1,
2.
3,
4.
5. 5 kisses.
Really, 5. Wow.
It was. I mean, one of them was kind of a double, so it could have been 6.
I mean, that's
don't think
impressive. That's impressive.
Yeah,
That's
they
fun.
got to doing it.
That's fun. That's fun.
Anyways, why don't we bring on the Hallmark report card?
Let's do it.
Promotion or deadline?
No.
No?
Career-driven lead. I think so.
Definitely. A big misunderstanding.
Yes. Well, the whole curse thing, I think, is a misunderstanding.
It definitely
right?
was.
A change of heart.
Yes. Someone gets dumped, fired, or dies, or quits. She breaks up with somebody at the start, yeah?
Right off the bat.
Yeah, that was an awkward breakup,
was
too. I don't know what
fast.
they were doing with that.
Oh my God, he almost died going out of the car.
She was like so angry. She was like, I gotta go. And she goes in the coffee shop like, hi.
I say he almost died, but really, that's part of the issue with this movie. Like
Stupid.
any little thing that could go wrong, she like spazzes out.
No.
But anyway, second romance subplot. I said no, but there is her best friend planning her wedding.
I mean, that
with
counts.
The chef guy.
That counts. It's,
Okay, then yes.
Proposal or wedding? Yes, the second ending.
I just didn't buy it. I didn't buy that.
I mean, what don't you buy? They just fast forward. All they didn't do was show 1 year later.
It was
could've been, like, next
unnecessary.
week.
It was unnecessary.
Well, whatever. We got
Unnecessary.
We got some vibe.
Okay. Travel issues. No.
No. Selling the house, business, or farm?
Big city, small town transition. No.
They almost kiss.
No. They actually kissed here. Right?
A bunch.
Yeah.
lot.
Oh my God, the kiss counter, yes. Mad dash.
No.
It wasn't really a mad dash. He just kind of knocked on her door there, right?
Yeah, that doesn't count.
No.
So, did this hit or miss the Hallmark for you?
You know, unfortunately, this was a miss for me. I did want to like it. You know, by the title, I was intrigued, but it was a bit too silly for me, and there was a lot of plot holes, and the characterization of Laci I just did not enjoy, so no.
Yeah, I agree. This was also a miss for me. Just barely. I mean, you know, I'm not sure what could have pulled it into hit category. It was just...
Maybe if it ended properly and more concisely.
Honestly,
maybe,
that could have done
maybe.
it. That could have done it.
Because it started off, like, promising. It was fun. It was a fun idea.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let us know what you thought of Betty, Bad Luck in Love. What is
Look,
it?
the title's even hard to say. It's a hard title. I
Yeah.
thought I was going to like it
What
based on the title, but I
Bad
don't.
Love, Luck, Betty? I mean,
Betty's
I don't know.
Bad Luck in Love.
I know, I'm just trying to come up with a better title.
Anyway, let us know what you thought in the comments below.
Was it a hit or miss for you?
Yeah, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications if you haven't done so already.
Do all those things.
Yes.
And we'll see you next episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.